Hello, today I am going to be doing a study on WLOP the artist. I don't know if I said that right. If I said that wrong, I apologize for damaging your brand, but I do not know how to say consonants next to each other. And so this video is technically a repost. I had posted it on my other channel before I decided to revamp it, and now I'm thinking I should probably move it to this one since this is my art channel. So if you have seen this video before, I did not steal it, it's mine. I'm just moving it. I'm just doing a cute short little move, and I also edited some things around and changed some stuff so it's might sound a little better, and I also added some background music. Now watch this painting where I'm warming up while I cover my expectations. I do not expect this to be easy per se, but I do expect that it should be straightforward. WLOP, he paints in a very sculptor-like way where he considers the forms and the composition first over the detail, and that's one of the things I like the most about his art is how when you look at it, it's one piece and you don't necessarily have to zoom in to see things. Like when you zoom in, you see all the brush strokes come together. It's really nice. And so because his painting is very straightforward, even though I might not get it, I feel like I still understand how it happened, because obviously his style is his style and you're not going to be able to emulate that in one day, but you can still learn from it. And so that's what I expect to take from this experience. Let's get into it. So first I'm going to follow along with this full tutorial video I found. It has captions and instructions on it. It's not just a time lapse. So I went ahead and did the sketch. I just decided that that wasn't going to be the most interesting part, and because there's no point in trying to make the sketch perfect. He doesn't even make it perfect in the video. He's like, I don't really care for details, so I just make a general sketch. So that's what I did too. Made a general sketch. And now I'm gonna start filling in the colors and stuff. What I'm really interested in for this part is his technique on coloring it, because after he fills in the grayscale, they use curves to change the tone and saturation of the grayed out parts, and I've never done that before, so we're gonna learn something new today. I'm gonna try that out, see how it goes. Okay, I have the grayscale selected, and I'm gonna try to do the color, what's it called? What did it? Curves, that's what it was called, not color, curves. Okay. Oh, I see. It's not changing color though, so I think I did something wrong. Let me see if there's something I need to change, because it's only changing it to more grayscale, it's not adding any color to it. What is this? There's a finger over here, what does that do? Oh. Control. Okay, well now we have a problem because mine is only gray. There's no color here, so I'm not sure how to change that. Nope, that's not it. I'm gonna just click on all these color options they have here. Why is it so saturated? Look at that. That looks crazy. What did I do? I'm gonna fix this and get back to you guys. Okay, I'm back. I figured out what the problem was. I went through the shortcut on the side panel instead of selecting it from the menu at the top. I don't know why. It looks different slightly, but the menu didn't function the same. So that was strange, but we're back on track now, and I'm going to continue pushing through. Okay, I've reached a point, I think, where I have gotten the, what's it called? I think I've reached the point where I've gotten most of the rendering points down, like where the shadow is and stuff, and the light, the color we want in there. This tutorial said to add reflective light from the sky and all that. This has been like a little bit of a challenge. Actually, I spoke too soon because of how muted he keeps the colors, and I haven't been doing muted art that much for the last couple years. I've been adding colors into everything, so really controlling yourself is important in manipulating the subtle value changes, and also making sure that when you add the color, like the reflective light from the sky, for example, it's not too blue, like straight blue from the sky. It's a toned down blue being reflected off of the skin tone.
Because if I'd been doing this in my style, you know, good and well, it would have been blue like the ocean. No hesitation, just straight blue. Or purple, maybe. Could be anything. I'll put anything down there as long as it looks good. So after fumbling about for a few hours, I decided to go ahead and try using the techniques I learned from this exercise on my own character illustration. And let me tell you, what a mess. What a bumpy ride. I had grand designs for this, y'all. I've been plotting the composition for weeks, looking for references. But such is life, the things you dream of are not what they seem in reality. I drew it out a few times and I didn't like it. I was like, crap, now I need to plan a whole different illustration. But I don't give up easily. Well, I do, but not on stuff that I like. So I opened up Clip Studio because I thought maybe I just drew the angles slightly wrong and a 3D model can help a little bit, but I still didn't like it. Then I changed the pose a few times, still no good, switched around the angles. By this time I'm kind of tired, so I take a break and go have some dinner, I don't know, some pasta or something. And I'm sketching on Procreate for ideas and it comes to me, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. And that is what you're going to see taking birth on your screen. Unfortunately, the problems did not end there. I redrew that girl's face at least 10 times, and I know what you're thinking. Why didn't she just get a reference? I could not find one for the life of me that worked or had a face that I really liked for the mood of the picture. It was so painful. This is what happens when you're still mastering that fine line between reality and anime. You can't always hit the sweet spot. It's like throwing darts. Occasionally one just bounces off the board and hits the ground, and you stare at it with disappointment as if you're not the one who has to go pick it up before someone gets stabbed in the foot. After I became somewhat satisfied with the face, there was a new problem. You see, since I drew it in Procreate, I didn't feel like switching to Photoshop. Big mistake. Huge. Procreate's curve tool does not function like Photoshop's curve tool, and as a novice to the curve tool, that created a giant mess. I still tried to use it though. In the end, I didn't like the initial result, so I deleted it and I tried again, but focused on creating subtlety in the skin tone colors. That worked a lot better. From there, I just had to continue rendering and focusing on the movement of the brush strokes. I considered buying WLOP's brush pack to go along with the experiment, but the pack was $15, and as much as I love his work, it makes no sense to spend that much money for a YouTube video and a study exercise. I haven't painted black wings in 2 years now. I think, yeah. So I stopped to find a reference for that. Sometimes black is tricky. Things I learned today. Well, not today because I'm recording this like a week later. While grayscale is quick, I don't really enjoy turning it to color. I think this will be forever a losing battle. It's not gonna change. Number 2, make your own references because sometimes the internet is a failure. Just get your little camera stand, buy an influencer stand, they're like $30-$40, and put on some leggings in your room and get to work. Just start taking pictures because clearly you cannot rely on Google and Pinterest any longer. And using curves to color things is a masterful skill that must not be underestimated. The digital art world isn't real. Crowd needs to try using it. One wrong step and your image is either blown out, oversaturated, or too dark. That's pretty much all I have for today. I hope you enjoy this drawing of my character that still doesn't have a name. Bye!